I think for myself, because I wasn't born in Mexico, but I go back, probably, 5 or 6 generations before my family, was from Mexico. But I did have a great grandmother. Her name was Artemisia Duarte, and we used to call her Mamicha. And she was from a place called Hermosillo in Mexico. And she used to take care of my brother and I. And she was great because she would only speak Spanish, and she could speak pretty good English, but she refused to because she really wanted us to learn how to speak Spanish. And this was a decision that my parents made when we were quite young, because my parents are both bilingual and could speak perfect Spanish. But they decided to just speak English to us because they knew that we were going to be going into an English-speaking school, so they didn't want there to be any problems. And so we grew up speaking English. But with Mamicha, well, I'll never forget a story with my brother. My brother's name is Gino, and she used to take care of us. And if we wanted something, we had to ask Mamicha in Spanish, which was always a challenge. And I'll never forget there was one day when we both wanted some cookies, and I said to Dino, I said, "Do you want some cookies?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, we have to ask Mamicha in Spanish." She's like, "Ah." And so we were getting together and saying, okay, so how do you say, we had to say it properly, and we had to say, and I said, okay, so, well, first we went to Mamicha to try it, to see if we can do it without the Spanish, and we'd go, "Mamicha," and she'd go, "¿Qué?" And what? Can we have some cookies? ¿Qué? It's like, oh. All right, so that's not going to work. So we got together with my brother, and I said, okay, how do you say cookie? A cookie in Spanish is galleta. Galleta, yeah. So, okay, so we got that. We got the important thing. And we had to say, so I had to ask her properly, my brother and I would like a cookie. And so I would go to Mamicha again, and I go, Mamicha, ¿qué? ¿Qué quieres? What do you want? Mi hermano y me, my brother and I, ¿quieres un galleta? And she'd look at us and she'd go, "No." It was like, no. After all that, she goes, "Okay." And then she'd give us some cookies. But that was my upbringing. And but my Spanish is still really crappy.
Yeah.
But I need to improve that. And all people are really coming here, and I think a lot of it is because of Weta, both Weta Digital and Weta Workshop. And obviously at Weta, at both places, are being inhabited by, a lot of people and students coming from the States and from, even Mexico, and there's people from all around the world really are coming here to do a lot of work. And bringing over their skills and everything. So it's not just the Kiwis, but there's still a huge amount of Kiwis that have been taught by people like me in the very beginning, and they're teaching other Kiwis, and it's kind of spreading around. But I think the whole process was that the plan was to try to obviously hire as many Kiwis in the beginning as possible, just because of it's quite expensive obviously to bring somebody in from overseas. But I think the main thing is it's really showing that people can come from anywhere in the world, and come join the hub here, the creative hub, and really, and give what they've learned and what they're passionate about, and just add to the whole culture.
That's a really interesting thing that you've said there. The pandemic, the global pandemic of 2019, 2020, it really halted migration. It halted the movement of people in and out of New Zealand, largely. Do you think once it starts up again, once international travel starts up again, do you think we'll be able to get back to normal in terms of the exchange of creative talent from America and Latin America to New Zealand?
I think once the borders are opened up again and people are allowed to travel, and hopefully that's not too far into the future, I think it'll be great to have those people from other parts of the world to be able to come over here and join us, to be able to join this creative sector here, because it's such an amazing place. But it's what's interesting right now is that we're very busy, busy with a lot of work. But it's a small country, so there's a shortage of talent, of creative people, of artists, and even people that can run cameras. And there's could be even a shortage of equipment and things to do, because there's so much coming here right now. But as I said, hopefully once the borders are opened up again, it'll really help to bring people back in, so we can get back into the film side of things, of being able to be as busy as we were, but with a lot more people, I guess.